Dawgs on the Run. Already a yellow flag on me to start the show. Go ahead, Eric, the referee. You can tell him.
What time does the 7:30 show start?
It depends. Who's buried in Grant's tomb?
That's a good question. I don't know.
It is.
Well, there you go. Thanks a lot. We were running a little bit late this morning. Traffic was a little heavy on 77. The new 77. It looks pretty good.
It looks good.
I feel little. I feel like I should be sitting up a little bit more. Anyways.
You want me to go down?
You,
real quick?
so
No,
you
no,
Dwayne,
we're good.
are you Dwayne Bowe in the show?
You know what? I'm done ripping on Dwayne Bowe because I think Dwayne Bowe can play. I think they're just not playing him. I really believe that. I'm at the point now that I think if they wanted to put him out there, he could put him out there. He said, I don't know, what did he say a month ago? Play me. It's not on him. I think it's on the coaching staff now.
Well, that's why the coach got an F.
Oh, that's why you gave him an F. Anyways, he's Pierre Woods. I'm Andy Baskin. Let's bring in our third friend on the show, and he is Kenny Rhoda. Hi, Kenny. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Getting ready to have my breakfast here. Look what I'm eating this week, Andy.
I
Got
love those
my Arnold Schwarzenegger Combat Crunch Bar from Muscle Farms. That's going to be my breakfast today. Need a little protein. I think the Browns players should start eating this, bulking up a little bit, getting a little stronger.
What flavor is that one? Is that Cinnamon Crunch?
No, this one is the chocolate peanut butter cup, which is awesome. It's
have you
really
tried
good. Doesn't even taste like a protein bar. Pierre, have you had these? It's good stuff,
No,
man.
I've
20
never
grams
had
of
one.
protein.
Chocolate peanut
Sugar
butter
intake
stuff,
is
man.
very low, so good stuff.
If you're on a diet, eat those every 3 hours. I'm telling you. You want to lose weight? Eat those combat bars.
Or break your jaw.
No, I'm telling you, those things are good. Right, Kenny?
Oh, they're the best on the market. It's the only one I'll buy.
All right, try the Cinnamon Crunch. I bet you'll love that, too. It's really good.
I saw it, but they were out of it when I went to GNC to get it the other day. But I did get some raspberry kind of cream cake.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
not a
good.
bad one either.
And they have the, what is it, Oreo cookie or cream, Oreos and cream or something. Cookies
are
and
good.
cream, that's good too.
Yeah, buy them online, too. They're cheaper online than they are in the store.
Are they? Okay, thanks
Way
for the heads
cheaper.
up on that. I like that.
All right, so I feel better. We've already been more productive than the Browns were in the entire game yesterday. We've already helped you lose weight and find
Yes.
something good, 20 grams of protein in those bars as well. I
Yeah.
love those bars. I don't know if you know
I've
that.
never had one.
All right, give me your assessment of the game from yesterday. Go.
Oh, my God. The Cleveland Browns have no pride. They don't want to play together. They don't know how to come together. How do you not block for your quarterback? I mean, you just let this guy take a shellac. You know the defensive line of the St. Louis Rams is pretty good. They're decent. My God, just block for him. Then you see what Johnny got in. Everything is short passes. He can barely see over the line. So we got to – I don't know what we're going to do no more. I mean, I think they're just throwing the towel in.
Kenny, first thought.
They sucked yesterday, man. I mean, the offensive line, did everybody have an illegal procedure penalty against them yesterday on the O-line, a holding penalty? Joe Thomas, Russell Schwartz. Did you see Joel Bitonio get dump trucked that one time? My God, he got run over. It was embarrassing. They had 4 fumbles yesterday. The first one was the killer. You let the Rams play from ahead 7-0. And let Gurley eventually get running. And I know in the first half they kept him in check, and I better not hear from Mike Pettin today about how great they were defensively in the first half. Yeah, it's 4 quarters the last time I checked in a football game. Asked Ezekiel Elliott about that the other night as well. They just suck, man. I watched 2 episodes of The Walking Dead yesterday, one on Channel 19 at 1 o'clock, and then another one on AMC at 9 o'clock. And the later one was much better. As Glenn got eaten alive, it was at least more exciting than The Walking Dead at 1 o'clock.
Uh-oh, I think you gave away something. Paul, did you not know that was...
I did watch it, but he shouldn't have gave it away.
Oh, Paul is mad at you.
I'm
She's so
sorry,
mad
but
you gave it
it's
away.
still, you're going to be shocked when you see all the zombies just getting it. It was kind of like the defensive line of the Rams getting after Josh McCown. They were just getting in there, and Glenn just got, they were pulling out his organs and his colon, and they were just chowing down. Kind of like, it was, imagine this was the colon, my muscle farm bar, all right? And the zombies were in there, and then they were chowing. Eating them alive last night.
What was more gory, the 1 o'clock showing or the 9 o'clock showing?
The 1 o'clock showing was more
Oh,
gory.
you talking about
Absolutely,
mouthful,
no.
Kenny?
Oh, that's too bad. He said that 1 o'clock showing was worse. Anyways, listen, Kenny, hang tight there for a second. I just think that they blew a golden opportunity last week when they lost to Denver, and it sucked the life out of everything. They had the chance, again, to change everything by beating Denver 2 weeks ago, and you kind of walk into this week, and it sets a tone for what happened on yesterday, especially for the fans. If you're a fan of the Browns, you walk into last week, they had pessimism walking into the stadium. You beat Denver, you create optimism. Even if you win the Denver game, we're talking about 5 yards, right? 5 more yards in that Denver game, changes everything because you win that game, and then even if you lost yesterday, it's still not as bad.
But it's the same thing. The offensive line is not blocking.
Right.
The right side of our line sucks right now. I'm not saying the left side is all that great neither. But then you look at us on defense, when somebody want to run the ball, they run right to their right side of the line because our left side of the line sucks. I just don't get it. We got to play better. We have to play better. We got to bring it together. Those guys don't want to. They have no.
But here's the
pride.
problem. Why do you want to play better now? Because you're right. It just seems like there's no heart on this team. Everyone's pointing fingers. Everybody's trying to figure out what's wrong. And I genuinely don't think that what we see on the field, I don't think it reflects what the way they really feel. But what I think fans see on the field is a team that doesn't care.
Yeah, they don't care. I mean, to have 4 turnovers, that football is like your medicine. That's your pill. When you lose it, you get sick. I was sick watching the game. I was in New England watching New England play, but then turn around and have to turn the Browns game on for me. They turn it on, and I'm watching like, damn. I mean, excuse me. Dang, these guys are just coughing the ball up like it's no tomorrow. Like, come on.
I hate to ask this-
You have to fight
I hate
for
to
something.
ask this question, but if you guys had to put a percentage on the chance that Mike Pettin is back next season, right now, would you say it's over 50%?
Hold that thought because clearly you didn't listen to the pre-show meeting. We were going to hold that for a little bit. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah.
That was
No,
our big
we're
topic.
holding Manziel for the rest of the year.
That was our big topic. Let's go
Flag
to
to
Skype
Eric.
1. Who's on Skype 1?
We got George on
Oh,
Skype
George
1
is
with
on.
Snowy.
George, what's up, man?
Good morning, gentlemen.
Looks like you got a
That's
clean
right, I
shave.
forgot. I don't personally watch The Dead on AMC. Oh, no, I watched it yesterday. Pettin got one thing right. A perfect theory on how they fucking lost a game. Penalties at the wrong time. Turnovers at the wrong time. Wow, I'm amazed he can coach. That's great. Now how about a theory about winning a game? That would be absolutely fucking perfect.
George, what do they need to do to turn this thing around? They're 2-5. Can they be 5-2 in the next 7?
No. That is with this team. It's agony thinking. With the team up north, Ohio State, and even Mount Union, I think winners now 210 of the last 211. That's ecstasy, and the Browns are not at ecstasy. No, not even fucking close.
George, I have a question.
Let's start here. Here. I'll give you a perfect thought here. We got David Carr, who got fucking lit last year, and now second year, he's doing real well. Beat the Browns. Marcus Mariota, first round draft choice this year. He's getting lit, but he is playing. I'm not saying he's bad. Jameis Winston, the same thing. Tampa Bay, they're letting them play right now. They're going to get their lumps. Year 2, I don't know what they're going to do. We, here in Cleveland, when we draft a first-round quarterback, it seems we're on the Aaron Rodgers theory of quarterbacking. We sit him until we have to play him and all that bullshit. And it's a crock. And I know nobody wants to hear about Dwayne Bowe, but unfortunately he's off the grid. Who knows? He could be creating his own public relations firm with his $9 million guaranteed contract. Now, who knows?
Goose, that's not his fault, though.
No, it's not.
No,
Not
it is
Dwayne's fault. He got
absolutely.
paid.
And the other thing, speaking of not his fault, it's not Josh McCown's fault. He's efficient, and I'm proud of that.
George, 2 questions
And Dwayne
for
Bowe,
you.
it's not his fault either. It's a lack of coaching there. Why? You signed someone for $9 million, and the thing is, he's a tall receiver.
All right, George, what about what's your stuffed animal say this
Not
morning?
bad about that, but it just pisses me off constantly. We
George,
need a
what's your stuffed
taller
animal
wide
saying this
receiver.
morning?
And next year I'll take Pierre Woods' advice, Mr. Woods. Barkevius Mingo can play maybe corner next year, even safety. Gain bulk, lose a little weight. That would be an awesome idea.
George, what does your stuffed animal say this morning?
Snowy's depressed.
Oh,
What else is
Snowy.
new?
Can I
What else
Prozac
is
for
new?
Snowy?
I just want to win. I just want a win, any kind of win.
Hey, George, listen. The Browns got to want to win. Those guys don't want to win.
Absolutely, no disagreement.
When you cough the ball up 4 times like that, that's your medicine. Everybody's sick when you see that. And then some guy swoops it up and scores. Come on now. It's football.
All right.
Take care of the ball.
Absolutely true.
George, have a great
And
day.
one
You
last
and Snowy.
shout out before we go. I want to go into a different subject. Let's give a kudos and RIP to Flip Saunders, local boy, Cuyahoga Heights High School. I didn't personally go to high school with him, but still, he should be remembered always. A
All right.
class individual.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, George. A really cool shot. We can talk about that if you want to. But did you see the Kevin Garnett picture on Instagram?
I think he took a picture
at
of
his
it.
parking spot.
Right.
Yeah, it was really. It was touching. I thought that was a nice gesture, and I'm sure we'll be talking about that throughout the day. I'm sure on the radio we'll talk about it a little bit, but kind of sad. And we lose somebody from here that really had a major impact,
On
not only
basketball.
on Ohio high school basketball when he played in the early '70s, but his ability to go to Minnesota, play for the Gophers, and was great there. And then he passed yesterday, too young, way too young. All right, Eric, what are we doing here today?
Oh, we got a big show. We're actually going to head to Tasmania in a little bit.
Serious?
Oh.
Yeah, we got Craig Steele, who's going to be standing by.
Cool.
It's going to be interesting to see, how fans are really
Feeling it
believing in the
real-
season. Honestly, I think a lot of them are going to be saying it's over. Honestly, 7 games.
You think it's over?
No.
You think it's over?
Playoffs is over, but I think there's a lot to see.
I
the
think
rest of
there's
the
no
year.
heart amongst the team. There's no heartbeat. So, yeah, it's over. Yeah, it's over.
All right, that was fun. We're 7 games into the season; it's already over. I just don't know where you go from here. First of all, let's talk about the quarterback situation because I just say you give Johnny the ball for the rest of the year now. At this point,
You give him the ball, but, still to this day, Johnny has, he won one game. It's just that he can't see over the line. That's a problem to me. You're going to get him outside the pocket. He's going to run around. He's going to get hit. If the line is not blocking, it doesn't make a difference. Plus, they like when Josh is back there because they know he's going to stay in the pocket.
Right.
But with Johnny, you don't know what he's going to do. He's unpredictable.
well, we're about to find out. So he's going to get the opportunity. I can't imagine that they're going to let Josh play next week. First of all, I think the NFL completely failed.
We got Austin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he should be your backup.
Well, he's get ready.
All right.
That's all
So
I can say.
here's my point with Josh McCowney. You tell me this. You want to make a big deal about concussions? I'm watching stories on ABC this morning about how kids have died playing football this year. 7
In 7 weeks.
That's crazy.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So you can't let something happen like what happened. First of all, the referee screwed up. When he got hit yesterday, forget about the game. Let's talk about Josh McCown, the man, for a minute, okay?
Right.
Forget about the game. He gets hit, it's helmet to helmet. There's no doubt about it. His helmet got up into Josh's jaw on the face mask.
Right.
That's helmet to helmet, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's
That's
immediate
targeting.
injection.
Yeah, he should be gone.
How that one? It wasn't an ejection. It wasn't a 15-yard penalty. Excuse me. So at that point, you've already got a failure by the referees. The whole world saw that play. Where is the independent neurologist to stop the game at that point? He stays in the game. The NFL 100% failed yesterday. The whole concussion protocol failed. There's no way Josh McCown should have been on the field.
I agree.
None.
When his head bounced off that turf the way it did, he should have been out of the game. You know what? I personally think everybody used to say the air helmets and Rydell helmets were terrible.
Right.
I think it's these new Revolution helmets because guys have more concussions.
Thing in the front?
Yeah, I don't know. It may be the thing in the front. But just the new helmets they have, period, they're not good. They're terrible. They talk about concussions. When they make this movie with Will Smith, when this movie comes out, the NFL is going to be so pissed off. They're going to be like, man, how is he going to say this and that? It's been a study for years.
Right.
And guys keep getting the same thing. Everything's keep happening to these guys. You feel nauseated. You feel dizzy. You feel like you're about to throw up. These different
But even
symptoms.
as far back as when you were playing, the pressure was for you to never leave the field.
Right.
You weren't allowed to leave the field.
Well, when defensive tackles get concussions and they're right there over the ball, that's a problem. That's a problem. Guy Mike Wright, who played with me up in New England, he had to retire because of concussions.
Right.
This guy is inches away from the center. He's not that far. That's a problem. I got a hard head. I was in the projects and I used to bang my head on the ground and all that. So I was okay.
Kids used to beat you up, is that what you're saying?
No, I used to beat myself up. My daddy used to leave.
What?
Yeah, I used to fall out and bang my head on the ground. So my mother used to say, you crazy. But the guys on my team, they used to say the same thing about special teams. I love special teams. I I was a wedge buster.
Right.
And when I would go down, we played teams. I'm like, I'm the wedge busting.
That's how Bill Cowher made his whole career.
Well, so guys would slow down that was faster than me and let me hit the wedge. But I never had a serious concussion. I don't think,
As far as you know.
As far as I know.
Yeah.
I know we played Washington one time. I knocked myself on my feet, and I made the play. I went to the sideline. They gave me smelling salt.
Right.
And I was okay. I was. This was in college. I was all right.
Right.
No problem as far as I know. But I mean, I'm going to get tested and everything down in Columbus on November 10th.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Unbelievable. What, Eric? Oh, you had to give me the look. Who's on Skype too?
We got Bill Powell from the Bull City Browns backers, Durham, North Carolina.
Hey, Bill, how are you? Thanks for joining us.
Good. How are you guys?
Good. Hey, Eric, do we want him to turn his phone, or is that, are you on your computer or are you on your phone?
I'm on my phone.
We try to lock.
Should we flip it, or it doesn't work?
Just go ahead.
All right, just keep going. All right, hey, what'd you think of the game? Nah, it's all right. It didn't work. Go back the other way.
There you
All
go.
good. Hey, what'd you think of the game yesterday? It wasn't a lot of fun, was it?
Oh no, the Browns won, right? Oh,
Yeah, they
I
won.
dreamt that. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry. No, it was terrible. It was absolutely awful. I couldn't have imagined a worse game.
Where do the Bull City Browns backers in Durham watch the game?
We watched it at the Tavern on 9th Street in Durham, North Carolina.
And how big is your club?
About 50 to 100, depending on how the Browns are doing.
So you'll have about 25 next week then, right?
Yeah, for
Less
sure.
than that.
Johnny's playing, so we'll probably have a few more.
Is there a genuine excitement for you guys to see Johnny play?
Not really. It's more along the lines of, oh, well, at least it'll be entertaining.
Bill, are you from Cleveland originally, or are you lifelong North Carolina?
I am from central Pennsylvania. All my friends were Steelers and Eagles fans, and I hated them, so.
Okay.
Nice. And you still
Real
call them
nice.
friends, right?
Yeah.
All right. Do you think, we were talking about this earlier, do you think the players have given up already at this point, or what do you think the general problem is?
It didn't look like they were giving up. It looked like they were playing their hearts out. I mean, I don't think they've given up. I think, they're disappointed, I'm sure, but I don't think they've given up at all.
When you let a rookie impose his will on you, a running back, a rookie that had a torn ACL, you telling me that they didn't give up?
Well, he was drafted pretty high. We've seen
but
a
you
lot
gotta
of rookie
tackle,
running
too.
backs, not for the Browns, but we've seen a lot of rookie running backs do really well.
We got veterans on the defensive line.
Browns can't stop anyone on the ground, so it's not unusual for that to happen. This kid's pretty good.
How do you fix it? How do you fix this thing moving forward?
You get an offensive line coach. I think losing our offensive line coach early really caused a lot of problems. You look at stunts. You look at that communication between Bitonio and Mack. That is, I see that every week of pressure coming up the middle, right in between that gap. And I really do believe that losing the offensive line coach and that continuity caused a lot of problems. Defensively, you've got to have edge contain. I think the outside linebackers need to be faster. We need to have actual gap control there, and we just don't have it right now. So I think Pettin has to take over the defensive calling. I mean, he did a great job with Buffalo, but offensively, I think we'll be all right. We had some bad fumbles there, but other than that, I think we're in good shape. Just need some continuity on that offensive line, coaching-wise, and defensively coaching-wise.
All right, Bill, good stuff. Hey, tell us again how folks can join the Bull City Browns backers.
Yeah, you can go to the Browns website and look up Bull City Browns backers. You can also go to Facebook and look up Bull City Browns backers on Facebook. You can join us there. We have a community of about 5,000 on Facebook.
Awesome. Bill, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Hopefully we'll talk to you soon. Love to talk to you
Yeah,
after a
great.
win. I think it'd be more fun. All right, Bill, we'll talk to you later. Let's go to the phone lines. The man, the myth, the legend. I kind of want to periscope this. Hang on one second. Let's do this, because we're going to bring Tubby Dog on. Yep. All right.
Oh, my goodness.
Tubby, hang on. Oh, I don't know if anybody can hear it. Let's just bring him on. Yeah. Hey, Tubby, how are you?
Hey, what's going on?
What do you got, man?
I don't know, these motherfuckers. Why do we watch these guys Sunday in, Sunday out? This is fucking bullshit.
Because we're lifelong Browns fans.
sucks. But you know what really burns my ass is looking all over social media and seeing all these Browns fans cry about Farmer. We didn't draft this guy. We could have had this guy. You know what? Fuck it. We have who we have.
How do you fix it?
Fuck, I don't know.
Come on, Tubby, give us something.
I mean, the only thing I want is I don't want Farmer fired, and I don't want Patton fired. I want to make those fuckers clean up their own goddamn mess.
Interesting point.
I
don't think I've ever heard of
got
it.
a question for Tubby real quick.
Sure.
How would the Edinburgh starting running back do against this Browns defense?
Good question.
He'd probably do pretty well.
How do you think the Browns would do in the PSAC?
They'd probably finish about the middle. Slippery rock's kind of tough.
Right in the middle of the PSAC?
Yeah, right in the middle of the PSAC.
That sucks. I would think they could win the PSAC. I would think they could get to the top of the PSAC.
And
No,
become
I don't think
champions.
so. No.
I think they could win the PSAC. I'm just saying. I don't think I'm
No,
going.
no.
Am I crossing
I
the
think
line,
they're square
Tubby?
in the middle.
I think they'd be good
They're
enough to win
square
the
in the middle
PSAC.
of the PSAC.
Is Edinburgh going to win the PSAC?
No, we're over. Listen, let me clue you into my pigskin life.
Okay.
Okay, my high school alma mater, where I live,
Yes.
is like O for everything. My
Okay.
college alma mater, which I love, Edinburgh, and I have friends on that team,
Yes.
is O for everything.
Okay.
But then my Division I school, The Ohio State, is like everything in O.
Right.
So I got a bright spot. And
Nice.
then come Sunday, I get dick punched by the fucking Browns.
So what are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say my life sucks. Listen.
All right, Tubby, why don't you promote your own show while you're telling us that it sucks?
Yeah, so today we're going to go over a lot of NFL, and you can catch all that live on edinburghnow.com starting at 9 a.m. If you miss it, you can catch the podcast right around 2:30, 3:30, also on edinburghnow.com.
All right, Tubby, thank you very much. Take care of your PSAC conference there, and we'll talk to you later.
Yep, I'll try to keep it going.
All right, thank you.
Bye, Tubby.
Tubby. You know, he can't go too
We're
big.
going to take a plane ride now all the way to Tasmania.
Hey, hang on. Can I start up our Periscope real quick?
Yeah.
You just knocked out the IFB.
Oh, my bad.
You did. Talk to me for 2 seconds.
Test.
Yeah, it's going to work. Hang on a second.
You're getting very sleepy.
Nothing again.
I got
Hang
long
on.
legs.
Hang on, we're gonna this is high quality stuff here. All right, let me start our Periscope here for a second. We got a flag on this.
It's
I gotta
on
flip
me.
this.
Long legs. They got trapped.
All right, you are on Dogs on the Run, also on Periscope right now because we've started. Want to say hi to everybody that's joining us on
Your
Periscope.
periscoping skills is worse than the Browns' rushing defense.
Why do you say my Periscoping skills are so
He's
bad?
doing a good job, man. Eric, give him a break.
Still nothing?
No, we're back. We're back. Thanks, Paul. All right, so again, this is Dogs on the Run for everyone that's watching, and thanks for joining us here around 8 o'clock. We'll Periscope here for a while. That's
I'm wearing pink to represent, cancer, breast cancer. My mom had it. She's a survivor. So.
all right, so that's Pierre Woods right there. I'm Andy Baskin. Thanks for being with us. Over here is Eric, the referee.
Who's getting a flag back.
He gets his flag back. So Eric's over there. And then everybody else who's joining us. And watch this. This is pretty cool. Where are we going right now, Eric, the referee?
We're going to go to Tasmania and hear from Craig Steele, who's a Browns fan from thousands of miles away.
All right, so this is Craig Steele. Hi, Craig. How are you? How you doing?
Well, it'd be better if the Browns won.
Yeah. He said something about the Browns.
Oh. Hey, it would be better if the Browns won. It's kind of weird because I'm trying to. Hey, Eric, the referee, you have a headset, right?
Yeah.
Can you hear what he's saying on your headset?
Yeah.
Can you take Periscope over there and then, so that way people can hear what he has to say? This is high-tech stuff here. I mean, we're telling you, for us to be live in Tasmania and doing the show at the same time, pretty amazing. All right, Craig, tell me a little bit about the Tasmanian part of the Royal Perth Browns backers of Western Australia. Tell me about your group.
Well, I don't get to meet the group very often because they're on the other side of the country.
What time is it there?
What time is it where you are right now?
11 p.m.
Really? Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love this technology. Did you watch the Browns game yesterday?
Yes, I was up at 4:30 this morning to watch it.
Oh, brutal. Brutal.
It was brutal, especially the first possession.
How did you become a Browns fan? I'm just curious.
I guess when NFL started being played in Australia, we had to pick a team. And so I picked the Browns because I love the way the fans reacted, the players. And this was when Bernie Kosar was the quarterback, so it was a pretty good team at that time.
So you were a dog pound. You love the dog pound then, basically.
Pretty much. I sat in the new dog pound, but I missed the old one.
So, Craig, when you watch the games, are you watching the games by yourself, or are you watching them with friends, or can folks get together anywhere, or no?
Not at that time.
No,
Normally there's just me with the dog watching it.
Is the dog mad at the team today because of the way they played?
He wasn't very happy. He's got a little jersey that he wears sometimes.
So, Craig, is it tough to be a Browns fan in Tasmania? I can't. Are there any other Browns fans there that you can commiserate with today?
There's a few around the country that I do communicate with, but not many at work. I am trying to convert some of them.
That'll work. And what do you do for a living? I'm just curious.
I work for the local electricity company.
Nice. Craig, I wish we could get some more folks from Tasmania together with you at 4 o'clock in the morning. Maybe you guys could do Foster's and eggs or something like that. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Nobody drinks Foster's in Australia.
All right, well, we do here. That's what we think you drink. That's what everyone, right? That's what we all think. What do you drink? Tell us what you drink.
I don't drink anything.
Oh, that takes all the fun out of it.
Protein shakes, orange juice.
What? That's a good one, right?
Yeah, I think it's a good one. You're killing me. Oh, boy. Hey, Craig, so I want people, are you on Skype or anything during the game, or are you on Twitter? Do you talk during the game? Do you have anybody we can help you out with just so you can be miserable like we are?
It is very hard and frustrating to be a Browns fan, isn't it?
It is.
It is. It hasn't been fun.
It's tough.
Do you have any hope for this team moving forward? Will you still wake up at 4:30 in the morning to watch them?
Yes, I will keep getting up in the morning to watch them. I don't want to get to work and somebody spoil the result.
All right, Craig, we need to get you like an autographed picture of Bernie Kosar or some Bernie stuff, because we appreciate you joining us. And even if you just got to be the only Browns fan in Tasmania, we appreciate. We're going to try to do something for you. We'll get you a Bernie Kosar autograph something. How's that sound?
Oh, that'd be fantastic, because we try and get over there every year for at least one game, and I was there earlier for the Titans game.
How was that experience for you? How does coming here to watch a game, what's it like for you? I'm just curious.
Oh, look, it's fantastic. The way that the days run, it's like our biggest game of the year over here, but it's a standard game in the US. And Cleveland really turned it on with all the fans.
What did you eat?
Yeah, what did you eat when you came here? I'm curious about that too.
What's that, sorry?
Where, did you go eat? Where'd you stay? Tell me about your whole experience coming here to Cleveland.
Oh, we watched the Indians game the night before. Unfortunately, they got beat. They won the night before and the day after. But, the Browns won. And coming all the way from Australia, we were invited onto the field, and with the guard of honour at the 5-yard line. So that was an awesome experience with the flyover and just being out there with the flag.
Very cool. Hey, Craig, thank you so much. And we really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. I know it's late at night for you. And take care. We appreciate you. That's a diehard Browns fan right there.
Take care,
Thanks, Craig.
Goodbye.
Thank you. 216-431-3820. 216-431-3820. Where's Jackie? Hi, Jackie.
I'm here.
Jackie, what are you doing? Are you periscoping or what are you doing?
Oh, I'm here. I've been waiting.
How you doing, Jackie?
Jackie, what's going on?
I'm
She's
doing
very
so
excited
well.
right now.
Not as good as that other Browns fan. Man, what a tough life for that guy, huh?
Tough life. He's in Tasmania. Life is good for him.
Exactly. Well, he's supporting our team. I'm just kidding. We're proud of him.
Wow.
4 a.m.
Man,
right?
let's
4 a.m.,
get
yeah.
to it.
4 a.m., that's sleeping in for you, isn't it?
It is. What a life. You know what I'm
Did you
saying?
watch the game yesterday? Yes or no?
I didn't even need to watch the game because I already know the outcome.
Oh.
Wow.
Right? You know
You
what
got
I'm
any
saying?
lottery numbers for tonight?
Wow, yeah.
No, but I really did every game. I hope that this team is going to win because
Yeah.
I was there on the first game,
Yeah.
the first home opener. You were there too, Andy.
Yeah, the game
and
that
this
didn't count.
team performed. I said, why do people say the Browns have such a bad rap when they were just killing it? and now I know why.
And that is why.
Yeah. What did you think of the game?
Oh, I'm glad you asked that because we were going to do a whole show on that. We're going to call it Dogs on the Run.
No.
And then I'm probably going to do another 4 hours on the radio, maybe 20 hours this week on the radio. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
It's going to be fun. They sucked yesterday. Let's just be honest. They couldn't put anything together. You can't come out and put yourself in 10-0 hole to start a game. Beyond the fact that they put themselves in this gigantic hole, they just couldn't get anything going yesterday.
We didn't take care of the football at all.
No, you got to do that. So that's the biggest reason they lost.
That was terrible.
You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have more yards and penalties than you do rushing.
Right.
True.
Right.
They were really rammed to the ground.
Well played.
Well, hey,
Well played.
let me ask you this. What do you guys think about Manziel taking the lead the next time they play if the NFL allows it? I think he'll...
So wait, here's my question. Do you think
Okay,
the
you can ask me.
investigation... Let me throw it back on you, news lady.
Got it.
All right. Do you think the NFL should penalize him for what happened in the incident that there were no arrests and just an incident report? Should the NFL penalize him?
There's so much back and forth when you ask people this
No,
question.
I'm asking you. What do you think?
You know what? For me...
Don't play news lady. Give me an opinion.
What do I think?
Yes.
I want to know what really happened. The girlfriend Instagrammed a picture that we're okay after that incident happened. Then she deleted it. If you really listen to that audio recording,
Yeah.
it sounds like Manziel is trying to just normalize a situation that
True.
might be very violent there. Having
Okay.
said that,
Way too many facts. Should the NFL suspend Johnny Manziel? I'm putting you on the spot.
I think the NFL...
Johnny on the spot.
Yeah.
I think the NFL should do what they have been doing in showing that men should be penalized if they abuse women in any way. And if they find that is the case, yes?
That's 4 games. He'll be going 4 games.
Well, then we have our third string QB.
Amen. I'm with you.
All right, so I just want to make sure you go on the record here. Do you think that if the NFL finds out that there was intent to harm, is that right?
Yeah.
What if she was trying to jump out of a moving car? I'm just throwing out hypotheticals.
Right.
So, and then he grabbed her so she wouldn't jump out of the car, and then she got that basically it's a rug burn on her arm. That's all we've seen is a rug burn,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. Then what?
Well, then if that's the case, if he's trying to save her life, then it's just
everything's
a
cool.
Yeah, it's
All right.
okay.
All right, so do you think Johnny should start next week? Let's go
My
then.
gosh! Goodness gracious. Okay.
This is like the Senate hearings.
Yeah,
If you wanna
I
come in the
know.
room, you gotta-
Now this lighting that I thought was so good, now it feels like a hot light on me.
No, you're not. Mrs. Clinton, let me ask you this.
Yes, 11 hours later. Mhm.
No, say it's like the Senate here. It's like being in front of Congress.
Okay.
Are you okay? You're not mad at us, are you?
No. What else do you got, Andy?
What else do we
That
have for
can't
you?
be the best you got.
So, do you think that Josh McCown did you see the play where he got hurt?
Yeah, ouch.
Should they have taken him out of the game right away?
Yes, this guy's prone to injury.
Well, other than the fact that
They got a block for him. He's not prone to injury. He just got injured.
Okay.
No, now you made Pierre mad.
Oh,
No, I'm not mad. I'm not
sorry,
mad at all.
Pierre.
How many times has he came out of the game, though?
He's a tough SOB.
All right, so the bigger question, and I think most people that are watching Dogs on the Run this morning is, where did the crew go out this weekend? Where'd you guys hang out?
Well, as you know, GMC, we play together, we start our day together. No, honestly, we were all just sleeping in our own separate
You guys did your own separate
spaces.
things? Because
Yeah.
that goes against the commercials that I've seen on the air.
I know. Can you believe false advertising and commercials? Who would have thought?
Well, I don't know. It's false. You just didn't go out this weekend, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys go out every once in a while.
Once in a while. I got to be honest with you, it's kind of rare.
How long have you been here now?
I've been here since the end of May, and I probably have gone out in downtown Cleveland maybe 2 or 3 times.
Well, that's all that matters. And as long as that one of those times you guys were out, you were at the 9 and hanging out, then that's the way it should be, just like the commercial.
That is true. It's just like
How do you like Cleveland? Are you having fun?
I do. I'm having fun. I like Cleveland. I am bracing for that winter, not ready to change all the tires on my cars.
Have you not had a tough winter yet in your life?
So I used to live in New York City, so I survived like 6 New York City winters. Then I moved to North Carolina. It made me soft. And then now I have to brace again for this cold winter.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Why didn't you just get all-weather tires? You don't have to change your tires.
But that's what people keep telling me, to change all my
Who's
tires.
telling you to change? Do you change your tires?
No.
I never change my tires. Do you change your tires? Oh, did you turn off Periscope? He ended Periscope.
Hey, has Pumpkinhead come on yet?
No, I've not
I
seen
told
Pumpkinhead.
him to Skype here. He's got a lot of crazy stuff to say.
We have not seen him yet. Oh, a lot of people watching on
Periscope.
On Periscope this morning.
What are
too.
they
Good.
saying? They saying
They're
mean
saying
things?
more Jackie. Woohoo! She's smoking. She's gorgeous. That's what they're all saying.
Thank you. No, but seriously, the Browns, I think they're going to get the next one. What do you think, Pierre? Come on.
They got Arizona coming here next week.
We got Arizona coming here. If it's cold, Arizona, they won't play well.
Yeah.
But if it's a warm climate, Arizona's going to kill us.
Well, hey, what do you think about this? So, you know the Browns. When I watched the game, I was in the section with all the family and friends.
Oh,
that
good.
area is pretty cool.
You know what? Arizona, they got my boy Lamar Woodley.
Yeah.
Johnny goes outside. That's Johnny on the spot, buddy. Hey, Lamar eats.
And he'll take care of them.
Oh, he'll take care of him. I mean,
Tell me about your family experience that you had at the game.
Oh, it was really cool to see all the players' girlfriends and wives.
Did you meet any of them? Did you find any good stories?
I met one. I wanted to be friendly with the other ones, but they were all in a different section.
They were all like, news lady.
Yeah,
we'll leave
they
you
were
alone.
like, back up.
she's the media.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't need
she's
it.
in
We don't like
How
the
do
media.
players feel about the media?
I mean, if they're cool, they're cool. But
Right.
for the most part, you just try to stay, well, from where I was at in New
Right.
England, you don't really want to say much to the media.
You can't say anything in New England.
You can,
Bill will
but
eat you
don't.
alive if you say anything.
Ian
He
Rapp-
will eat you alive.
That's true.
True.
That's true. True.
Well, how do you show that you're cool? What's your
You just-
definition of cool? Like, yo, I'm cool.
Well, you just
I'm
speak
with the
to 'em. You
media.
still-
I'm cool, Pierre.
Just don't
Look,
tweet
you
who
still
dey.
speak to him. I'm from the Midwest, so we always speak. You say hello, how you doing? You just don't be rude. Because up in Boston, people are very rude. Very rude.
That's true.
Really?
Man, this old man bumped into me, ain't even say excuse me.
Wow.
Because he had a St. John little shirt on. He thought he was the truth or something.
Jackie, anything else we need to know about you personally? I think a lot of people want to know.
There is
We wanna know the
so
true
much
story.
to know, but you just can't.
She likes long walks on the beach, and her apartment
How do you
smells of
know
rich
this,
mahogany.
Eric? How do you know this?
He's a stalker.
He's a stalker.
I do.
I have the restraining order. Clearly, it's
so
not
so
doing
Eric
anything.
took long
If you
walks
watch
on the beach
morning
with you?
promo really closely,
Yeah.
you can see me just like
Lurking.
Oh, you're in there?
Just-
Jackie, you are now required to be a part of the show every week.
You
have
can
to
throw
come
the
in.
flag
Yeah.
on Eric.
You are the
Eric-
bright spot.
You can
On
throw the
this-
flag on Eric.
I threw the flag in her
Yeah,
today.
he threw. Oh, this is a flag. I thought this was a ghost, like for Halloween theme. Is this
Okay,
real for
then.
the football games?
Yeah, you got it, Jackie.
Real
You're
flag,
good.
I stole it.
All right, Jackie, thank you. We love you. We
I like
I love you guys too. Go Browns! Yeah.
All right. That's great. When
That
you don't
was-
watch the game, that's
that
how you
was
feel about it.
Fake enthusiasm. False. Coach Gannon went like that.
All right, what do you want to do here? You make the call, Eric, the referee. Where are we going?
Sit down, so you pick.
What? All right, Howie, we got 2 minutes. I want to go to Craig, though, because hang on, because Craig's waiting on for waiting for next year. So, Howie, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing okay. How are you doing, Andy?
We're doing great. Tell me a little bit about your thoughts on yesterday's game.
Painful, bad start. Like you said, you get down 10-0, you're dead meat. Honestly, I was kind of disappointed in both of the wide receiver, those pop fumbles. I mean, I don't know if you can work on stuff like that or just plan on getting down instead of trying to make a big play. Maybe Pierre knows. And really, I want to echo some of the stuff that Bill, the guy from the Carolinas, said. Offensive line, especially the Batonio area, I mean, they're getting burnt all the time, every week. So I don't know. And about yesterday's game specifically, we had a run there for several minutes where every time we made a play, we had what appeared to me to be pretty much bullshit calls. Pierre, you had a hold, I think, when you were like just hand checking the guy's hip, which I thought was kind of bullshit. Then the one
that
when
true or not?
McCown fumbled, he had a face mask. They twisted his head to the side, and
Yeah.
there's a guy back there watching that shit. Supposed to be.
There was a lot of
and then
missed
I
calls.
think that holding, it just looked like Joe Thomas just kind of followed his block straight to the ground, and he didn't have his arms outside. I think there were just a lot of really piss poor officiating segments right around that time. They were awful. And his hand was moving forward on that pass. It wasn't a fumble. His hand was going forward. They're supposed to
was
review
empty, though.
every turnover.
But it was empty. His hand was empty. That's
Yeah,
why.
I don't know.
I'll buy
It was
that.
hard to
Look, the
tell. I was too
fumble,
busy watching the face mask.
I think the bigger problem is that when he got nailed in the face, that should have been targeting.
Oh,
that should have
absolutely.
been a
I
game
heard you saying
ejection.
that earlier. Yes.
And the concussion protocol absolutely failed. He should have been out of the game on that play.
Right,
Why even have
absolutely.
this concussion protocol?
But, I mean, why wasn't there a penalty on that? I mean,
Well,
that was
I agree
so
with that.
obvious. Again, they've got a referee back there watching the quarterback. That's their friggin' job.
You're right. Howie, the good news for you, and I know we're going to make this a little bit short, the good news is the Steelers lost, so you can feel good about that.
Yeah, we were cheering that. And nice thing is our bar owner that we go to, one of the 2 co-owners is a Steeler fan, and he's putting out our free wings next week for us.
All right, again, tell Howie, tell everyone where you're going to be for your free wings then.
We're going to be at Ted's, where we always are, in Harrisburg on Route 22. We got the back room. They're building a new facility about a mile down the road, and they're doubling the size of our banquet room, and they're going to let us paint the one wall like a big Browns helmet. So.
Oh, that's cool. Just so long as you don't paint it the new orange, you'll be fine.
Actually, you know what? I don't mind that new orange. I like the helmet. I'm not thrilled about the unis there. They could have been worse.
That's true.
I'd like the old unis and the new helmet. I could live with that.
I can't tell the difference between the old helmet and the new helmet, so that's.
I just think they need to go back old school. This new stuff is killing them.
It's all good. Howie, thank you. We appreciate your time every
You're
week.
quite welcome. You guys have a great day.
We'll talk to you
too.
soon, man. His Skype line looks good. Speaking of good Skype lines, Craig, waiting for next year. Hello, Craig. How are you?
Good morning, guys. I'm going to start this way. From one Wolverine to another, I am a West Geauga Wolverine, 49-28, Andy. I heard you guys talking about it on Friday. Over Perry. Anthony Lima and I are celebrating.
Anthony was the reason I didn't pick West G. I was all in on West G. I said, this is a home game. I know Perry's undefeated. I think they can win this game. And Anthony convinced me not to pick them. He said they can never win the big game.
Now listen, the quarterback there, I worked this kid out in East Lake, him and his little brother. Good kids, real good. And their dad was always pushing the guys like, hey, my son's going to be a good quarterback. He's going to be good.
Right.
And he's showing up.
Did you go to the game, Craig? Did you go to that game?
I did not, but I will be going this week. It's a very complicated
Oh, no, we lost them. Wait, keep going.
Washington Falls Tigers.
Oh, so you're torn because it's Chagrin and West G.
Well, I'm not torn. My family is. I'm a Wolverine. My kids are Tigers.
So what do you do then?
Root for the Wolverines.
Amen.
It's tough. You know what's weird? When you coach at another school and you went to a different school, that's not an easy task either.
It's not, but you got to do what you got to do.
Bye, Jackie. Thank you for saying.
Bye.
We
See
didn't
you.
Get a hug.
Bye, Jackie.
Craig says goodbye, too. Say goodbye, Craig.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Wow.
Wow. Are you kidding?
Bye, Peter.
See
Oh,
you.
let's.
Sorry,
See you,
headbutt.
Marcus.
It's okay.
Say
I
goodbye
told
to
you,
Craig.
I
Say
got a
goodbye
hard
to Craig.
head.
Bye.
See you guys.
All right, we'll see you later.
Rocks. Yeah.
I love her enthusiasm.
How do
even
you
though
have
it's
that
false.
kind of energy here this morning? It's 8:15. Craig, hang on a second. So just give me your thoughts on yesterday's game. We'll get past the high school stuff here. Just break down yesterday's game for me.
All right. So it actually turns out that I have a question for Pierre because this game appeared to me. First of all, I wasn't shocked by it. I kind of expected the Browns to have a tough time against the Rams after their bye week. I didn't expect it to go quite as badly as it did in terms of the turnovers, but that game looked to me like just the Browns were completely overmatched physically, and they got hit in the mouth first, and they reacted poorly. And it just seemed like they were chasing all day long because they were just being out-muscled, whether it was the line of scrimmage or after they would catch the ball with the big tackles. And so is that, Pierre, did that look to you like they were just kind of physically dominated from the beginning?
From the start to the finish, they were dominated. I mean, for the St. Louis Rams to get 4 turnovers off of fumbles was just ridiculous. I think when you come out, if a team come off their bye week, most times they start off slow. But when you get a team to come off the bye week and they start off fast and they get to punch you in your mouth, that's not good. And then Chris Long didn't even play, which is another big part of the defensive line. And we still couldn't block them. It was like I don't know what's wrong with the Browns. An offensive line, I think they need to call Andy Moeller back, though, and get him to get in those guys' rear ends because they need something. They need some real push.
Do you really think they're going to bring him back?
They need to.
They're not going to bring him back.
They need to.
They're not going to.
I'm just saying, though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they let Johnny get all these second chances and third chances, Josh, Gordon, why not?
Craig, what are the odds of of Moeller coming back?
0%. 0%. But Andy, the other thing that, I mean, obviously the referees didn't cause the Browns to lose the game yesterday. It wasn't just a couple of bad calls. But I'm sick and tired of Josh McCown getting hit in the head. I'm glad you pointed that out. It seems like every other quarterback in the league is overly protected, but because Josh McCown is kind of a second-rate quarterback, and we all know he's a second-rate quarterback, they just ignore all the contact to his helmet. I've seen it in at least 3 games now.
Well, the Browns will send it into the league, and when they send it into the league, those refs will get fined or they'll get it cut. Their checks will get cut or something like that.
A lot of good that'll do me.
Yeah, it doesn't do us any good. No, I agree.
mean, it
I don't
doesn't.
think they cut their check. I think they get suspended, they get degraded, they get demerits or something like that. Downgrade, something goofy like that.
Something crazy. But I know one thing: the refs missed a whole bunch of bad calls, and but at the end of the day, the players got to play, coaches coach, and they don't play with any type of pride.
Yeah, Craig. The biggest thing for me, and if you go, I think you can go online and you can do the Ohio concussion protocol testing they have to do for all sports. What happened yesterday was absolutely positively ridiculous, and I'm just saying this from USA Hockey, and I'm being the hockey guy. One of the things when you do the concussion stuff for USA Hockey is if somebody has a concussion and you leave them in the game and you have any inkling, you can be held responsible as a coach, especially at the youth level. And it's like, I know when I coach my kids, I don't even mess around. If there's even a hit, like I put my daughter through concussion protocol the other day from a game, and I just saw her head touch the ice. It wasn't like it was a big deal.
Right.
There's no way. They have to take that more seriously. That first of all, that should have been that should have been targeting ejection. Should have been a flag at least. And then you could see that he was dazed. When you start doing this after a play with your jaw,
Right.
you know you got issues going on.
Well, then you got 7 weeks, 7 deaths in high school football.
Right.
That's showing something. Like, you got to be more protective of the quarterbacks, just the players, period. Especially when they banging their heads off the turf. That's why I like grass. Guys just be like, man, I can't stand grass. Grass is slippery when it rains and this and that. Pittsburgh hasn't changed their field for a reason. And it's a good reason.
Safer.
Safer.
There you go. Craig, what do you have today? What can we look forward to reading?
Well, I just wanted to very quickly follow up on what you said. I mean, how many years has it been since Pat Shurmur, Mike Holmgren, and Colt McCoy, and the Browns are still kind of failing in this, or the league is still failing in this respect. I don't want to just put it on the Browns, but what we've got going on, a fun weekly rendition of winners and losers, and of course, I tell everybody all the time, find the Waiting for Next Year, the official waitingfornextyear.com podcast on iTunes.
All right, Craig, and good luck being torn this week between Chagrin Falls and West G. I love
Go
West G
Wolverines,
Stadium.
Pierre.
It's all about the Wolverines.
All about the Wolverines, buddy.
All right, Craig, we'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Wolves.
His studio looks awesome, too, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Both these guys have great studios now. Let's go back to Kenny. Are we going to do grade the team as we widen this thing down?
What's up,
Kenny, welcome back.
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Before we get into grade the team, I watched Glenville play on Friday.
Oh, you did?
Oh, my God. First of all, they got 10,000 guys on that team. They played Collinwood. Collinwood was running guys on both sides of the field. And I think Ted's like, we're going to pass the ball in the first quarter. We're going to run the ball in the second quarter. There's no way that's not what he was doing.
Well,
He
I
threw
think
for over 160 yards in the first quarter.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
And then so Marcus Driss looked okay, the
Yeah, he looked
quarterback.
good.
Okay.
But then again, he's going up against Collinwood. Collinwood had 2 or 3 kids that could play.
It's when we got to play in the playoffs, and we got to play a team that has a nice defensive line that rushes the guys, and we'll see how he does then.
You might, I think you have a kicker this year, too. You get somebody that saw him make extra points.
They finally got a kicker in Glenville? Get out of here.
I know, is that crazy? Why is it so hard to find a kicker at Glenville?
Listen, we need to go to the
You can't find a girls soccer player that can kick extra points.
We ain't got no soccer. They don't have soccer.
No, they don't have soccer.
We don't have any soccer. They don't. Inner city, you don't have soccer. You don't have swimming. You don't have.
Y'all might have 2 state championships if you had a kicker and a punter.
You got that right. If we had a kicker for real and a punter, we would do some things.
You can't tell me there's one kid.
Jim Tressel, most important play in all of football is the punt. Why doesn't Ted Ginn Sr. and the staff understand that?
Well, I'm pretty sure he understands it, but, if you ain't got no punter, you ain't got no punter. What you going to do? I punted in high school. Darius Hiley was probably the best punter, kicker we ever had. And a lot of guys be like, well, who's the best player you ever played with? Besides Randy Moss, it was Darius Hiley. Hands down.
All right, let's do grade the team. Go ahead, Eric.
Real quick, I want to plug this tonight. If you Browns or Cavs fans are looking to do anything, there's a music video, Cleveland Against the World. It's a song. You actually hear it every morning. This is our theme song on our open. But there's a music video tonight.
Why are you speaking in NPR voice right now?
My normal voice.
There will be a...
But anyways, if you want to go to it, Firehouse Grill in Talmadge Circle, 5 p.m. tonight, wear your Browns or Cavs gear. It's Cleveland Pride video.
Can we tweet that out?
Like this?
Yes, Cavs. Yes, thank you, because that's the real team.
Wow.
All right. Wow. Glad we're doing this show. That you're
Yes.
talking
Eric,
like
you
that.
gave
Yeah, why
up
don't we have a
too, huh?
Cavs on the run? I mean, because they play too much. That's why. Grade the quarterback.
Grade the quarterback. Go ahead. Kenny, you can go first.
F. That's all. It's just an F. Let's see here. Josh McCown. Here we go. Josh McCown. These are his turnovers in the last 2 games. 2 fumbles, no interceptions yesterday. 4 sacks they lost. 1 fumble and 2 interceptions against the Broncos. So when he played 2 real teams, not the cupcake teams with bad defenses, he's had 3 fumbles and 2 interceptions and 2 losses. F.
I gave him a D. You can't, can he control when a wide receiver fumbles? No. Where his fumbles was, the second fumble might have been a little questionable. The only reason I give him a little bit of a passing grade is because he's out there like dog meat and he is just getting crushed every game. So I couldn't fail him just on the fact that he is getting murdered out there. Go ahead.
Our offensive line averaged, 8 years besides the one Greco. Tom Brady has 2 rookies starting, a second-year guy, a seventh-year guy, and a third-year guy. You got to block, plain and simple. So I gave him a C-.
Next.
That amazing running back, the 3-headed monster that doesn't seem to be doing anything.
I thought Todd Gurley was great. Oh, we got to talk about the Browns? Damn. Kenny, go ahead with your F.
F. The running game stinks. Can't stop it. Can't run it. 1999. Wash, rinse, repeat.
Pierre.
I gave him a D-. I mean, just because, Junior, he's out the backfield catching the ball. He made us have a little something. But besides that, we can't run it at all. You're right, Kenny.
If Turbin could get some holes, I think Turbin might be exciting. I gave him a D. What do you got next? Eric, the referee.
The amazing wide receivers and a tight end.
Pierre, go first.
F+.
F+.
F+. You coughing the ball up the way you doing, that's terrible.
Well, at least they found Brian Hartline a little bit yesterday. I don't know. Again, your tight end is your leading wide receiver when it comes to yards, over 100 yards. Your running back is second in receptions yesterday. You have to get to your third guy in the stats to find a wide receiver that had any sort of productivity yesterday. So in Travis Benjamin, and then Travis didn't hang on the ball. So F. Kenny.
$9 million inactive. F.
Hey, Kenny, let me ask you this. What if I just said to you, he said a month ago he was ready to play.
Yeah.
What if they're just not playing him? What if he is ready and they're just not playing
Then
him?
cut him. If you're not going to play him, cut him and help another roster spot. Bring in another wide receiver. Bring in another offensive lineman. Bring in another defensive back because you're so banged up. If you're paying him $9 million not to play, you might as well cut his ass so you don't have to look at him and think about you're wasting $9 million every time you see this guy in the locker room. Cut him. Get rid of him. Be done with him and let somebody else come in and maybe help your team.
All right, Kenny, let me throw it at you this way then. What if Ray Farmer wants him to play and wants him to be on the field, and the coaching staff will not put him on the field because maybe he doesn't fit the scheme or maybe they just don't like. He says he's ready. If he says he's ready to play.
I think it's a lack of effort or running routes and catching the ball.
Bigger than that, what does that say about the coaching staff against the general manager?
Well, we've known that for how long? They don't get along. Come on, let's cut the BS here. Farmer and Pettin don't get along. They don't like each other. They don't agree. Look at all the moves they made during the first 4 weeks when Farmer wasn't in the building. It's total chaos in that front office. Jimmy Haslam needs to step in. You know what? You hate to say it, but you blow the crap up again. You know what? My dad told me, I said this before, there might be a pile of crap in the middle of the street. You walk by, it smells. You put a coat of orange paint on it. Put a nice big Jumbotron behind it, guess what? It still smells like crap and still looks like crap on that huge Jumbotron in high definition.
All right, Eric the referee, keep going.
Coach Patton, you guys are talking about him. Grade him, and what are the chances are he's back next season?
Pierre, go.
He has an F. He's not doing his job, and his chances coming back next year, slim to none.
Kenny?
F, so it's a win-lose league. Production. You either win games or you lose games. For whatever reason, this team is losing more than they're winning, and it doesn't seem like everybody is on the same page, and that locker room cannot be 100% behind Mike Pettin. And remember, this was the 4th choice, the 5th choice by the Browns? because everybody else turned him down. I liked him. I thought maybe this was going to be a year where he turns it around as a head coach, and maybe there's at least one piece that's stable in this organization. It's not looking that way.
I'd like for him to be the stable piece, too. That story that came out in SI on Friday didn't help anybody's cause. It made the defense look like it was in total disarray.
Yep.
You add that to the TMZ story, it's just none of it's good. And so the one thing, and I'll go back to Dwayne Bowe, you need to have a general manager and a head coach on the same page. If they choose to keep one over the other, we'll see. It'd be nice to have a consistency if you're going to keep the GM or you're going to keep the head coach. I just don't see it. The only way you can keep the head coach is if you promote from within to be the general manager, or the general manager's got to go out and get his head coach. This isn't going to work. It doesn't seem like it's working. It feels like there's a lot of strife there. I kind of think in some ways, I started thinking more about Ray Farmer over the last 24 hours. If Johnny Manziel was Jimmy Haslam's guy and Justin Gilbert was Mike Pettine's guy, Ray's taking a lot of garbage for stuff that he didn't do. On that
Yeah,
point,
but what about his two guys from this year? Yesterday, Danny Shelton had as many tackles as you and Pierre and I did. 0, okay? Cameron Irving checks in the first or second quarter on a tackle-eligible play, but what impact did he have until garbage time, which wasn't much? So how about this, real quick, and this isn't all on Ray Farmer. I did this list. I'm going to use it on my radio show today.
Sure.
The last 10 first-round picks for the Cleveland Browns. You ready? Here we go. Alex Mack, center. 6 points, 0 touchdowns yesterday, 82 yards, 4 sacks. The offensive line had 5 penalties, minus 35 yards. Joe Hayden, DNP. Phil Taylor, not on the team. Trent Richardson, not on the team. Brandon Whedon, not on the team. Barkevius Mingo, 0 tackles yesterday. Justin Gilbert, 0 tackles, 0 interceptions, 1 kick return, 21 yards. Manziel, 4 of 5, 27 yards, 0 touchdowns. And then Danny Shelton, 0 tackles. Cameron Irving didn't do jack squat. Those are the last 10 first-round picks for the Browns going back to 2009.
Wow.
that's your answer. Keep going. That's a great stat. Great lines. Go ahead. Is that it?
I'm speechless. Sorry.
That might be the best way to end the show.
Let's just do one more.
Okay.
Johnny Manziel or Josh McCown. How many more games does he start for the rest of the year? We'll put the
I said it
over-under
yesterday,
at
pull
3.
the plug. The Josh McCown era is over, guys. He's now 18-37 as a starting quarterback in the league. That's 55 games. That's a pretty good sample of what he can or cannot do. 18-37 overall, 1-5 with the Cleveland Browns. Don't let the quarterback rating fool you. This guy has 5 fumbles this year, 3 interceptions. That's 8 turnovers in 7 games. And how many of the sacks, as bad as the offensive line is playing, how many of the sacks are on McCown for not throwing the ball away too? Time to pull him, and if he's eligible, and I'm talking about Johnny Manziel here after they have their meeting with Roger Goodell, then you put him in there. If not, then you play, who's the other guy? Austin Day, is that who they have? I don't even know who that guy is. They signed to a 2-year contract. Put him in and let him play. I don't need to see any more of Josh McCown.
Well, I mean,
What, are you speechless on this one?
yeah.
Never heard
I guess everything is all done. Josh he's finished. I guess. I mean, nobody want to see him in there. I mean, Josh, my boy, so I'm always going to be advocate to put Josh in there. But he has a history of getting concussions right now.
Well, here's my point. Kenny, I agree with you and disagree with you. The part where I disagree is the record, and I know the record stands for itself, but again, the defense can give up points. There's a lot of other factors there. My point here is there's no reason. You're 2-5. Forget about this season. I'm tired of the argument about whether Johnny can play or not play. Put him out there. Let's see if he can play. If he can't play, then everybody knows and you have your answer. End of story. I'm tired of the argument. I'm tired of the let's see Johnny do this. Let's go ahead. It's your team, Johnny. Grab it by the balls and run out there and do something for a change. Because I'm tired of this whole argument and conversation about Manziel. Go out there, prove everybody wrong or prove everybody right that you're a good quarterback. It's your
What is
team.
the other
What are you gonna
quarterback's
do?
name? Is it Austin Davis?
Yes.
Is it Day or Austin Day was the guy the Cavs cut, right?
Yes,
Austin
that's right.
Davis is the guy they picked up off the street and gave an instant 2-year contract to. So I would at least want to get his name right, Austin Davis. That's my bad. Okay, that was my fumble. That was my Travis Benjamin over the middle right there. So I apologize to Austin Davis on that. for not getting his name right. But I hear you, Andy. Let's see if Johnny's the guy of the future. Let's see if he's your quarterback of the future. If he's not, then you know your number one pick. You do whatever you have to move up. There'll be 4 guys that are supposed to be 4 first-round draft picks this year. You move up and you get one of those guys because the answer isn't on this team right now at quarterback.
I agree. All right, we good, Eric, referee? We're good. Eric, the referee, says yes. Kenny, plugs, go.
Today and all the way through the week, Monday through Friday, News Talk 1480 WHBC, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Tomorrow I'm doing my 4-hour NBA special. Hallelujah. The Cavaliers are going to be playing starting tomorrow night in Chicago, then Wednesday night in Memphis, and then Friday at home against the Miami Heat. Thank God for the Cleveland Cavaliers starting up. And how about them Buckeyes? They looked really good. J.T. Barrett, good move. Urban Meyer, better late than never. And they're going after back-to-back national championships, OHIO.
Well, if he keeps running, he may get hurt again. I'm not going. You ain't here for me though.
We heard
Part
it.
of the game, they got a backup that went and won 3 games in the national championship.
Well, you better prepare to put that backup in then.
All right, Kenny, we'll listen to you on the radio. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. See you.
Bye, Kenny. All right. Nice job out of everybody. And please, next time, can you guys show up on time? I'd appreciate it.
It's no problem.
I'll try to do my best.
Good job. All right, we're done. See you later. That's Dogs on the Run.